Yeah. Bang, bang, boogie. Yeah. And we're back, folks. Hey, I just want to bring it up. As we approach LeBron about to break the all-time scoring record. You know, I think they're blackballing Carmelo Anthony for a reason. We're gonna break it down here and right after this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna break it down. So basically, y'all seen the title of the video. You know, um, I believe the NBA is blackballing Carmelo Anthony because of LeBron James. The last 5-6 years, pretty much the NBA has been blackballing Carmelo Anthony. We're gonna break down why. But first, where did the NBA mess up? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me put this in the chat. Whoa. It's not what I meant to do. I'll get out of here. Get out of there. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Anybody want to jump on in? Give me a second. Let me figure this out though. You know what I'm saying? Where's the chat? Okay. Oh shit. Not what I meant to do there, buddy. Control C. I think this is different on the Mac. Has to be different on the Mac. But we're gonna break this thing down for real. We're gonna break this thing down. Give me a second here. I should have had that ready. I ain't think about it though. Yeah, this is definitely not a Mac. I meant definitely not a PC. Getting used to the Mac though. Love the Mac. Love the Mac. Sorry guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages. Hey, we about to break this thing down, man. Because I don't know how to pin it. I think I can pin it at the top. Let's see. HTTP. Yeah, dead radio is not good. Hey. J. That's it right there. Link is in the chat. Yeah, the link is in the chat.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yeah, so here we go. Let me get this. Let me get this out to the team too. See if they want to pop on. You know what I'm saying? HTTPS. I'm sorry. I thought I had everything set up ready to go, but I didn't. Hopefully that made it. There they go. There they go. Let's see if anybody's brave enough to jump in here on this one. Now, so first of all, we're gonna start this thing out. Coming into the league, we all know LeBron James was a phenom, all over the country. I want to say one of the first players mainstream. I mean, I know Kwame Brown talks about how Stephen A. followed him. You know what I'm saying? What you doing in them colleges, boy? You know what I'm saying? But I I think LeBron was the first one I noticed that was mainstream back in the day. Of a high school kid. Not that he was. I'm just saying the first one I noticed. Um, and he was projected to do this, do that. Talking about Magic, how great he was, this, that, and the other. So and Carmelo would have went straight to the league, but that next year he had to go. Or wait, they came out the same year. Yeah, so Melo I think is 1 year older than Braun. So Melo had to go to college. Is that how it worked? Anyway, how did it work? I don't know how it worked. Y'all let me know. I forgot now. But anyway, Melo had to go to college. He had to play that 1 year college. He had to play at least one. He played 1 year in college. Went out there, Syracuse, won the national championship, as we all know. Man came into the league balling. If you go back and look at them tapes, I've always said in the beginning of the career, when they first hit the league, Melo was a better player. Melo was a better. He was more polished. Now the difference is LeBron was able to keep that thing going longer, but Melo was the better polished player. You look at his jump shot. From the time he looked at the basket, this man had a jump shot. LeBron James, he just had the athleticism, quickness, speed, power, able to jump out the gym, different things like that. But Melo, would just body you up and put them things on you. 2 point geezer. Man was a baller. So anyway, fresh off the national championship, the Denver Nuggets decided to draft Carmelo Anthony, who had not made the playoffs. And then the Cavs take we got Deuce coming in this thing. We're gonna let Deuce pop on up in this thing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna welcome Deuce Andretti. We're gonna welcome to the call. What's going on, sir?
Hello, hello. How you doing, boss?
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I apologize. I just be going because I don't even think about it if I'm gonna go live. I just go.
It's all right, man. I love the energy, man. I love the energy. My guys, like, I feel like going live a lot. Let me talk to the people, man. Let me talk to
Yeah,
my
yeah,
people real quick.
yeah. I got to get my timing down. We at what 8:45. I think I'm gonna start try to make it by 8:30.
8:30. All right, 8:30.
So
I
I can hit
like that. I like that.
so I can hit that gym later. So so you see the topic. I think you seen the topic anyway. You know, the NBA is blackballing Carmelo Anthony in my opinion because of LeBron James, and I'm gonna break down why I think that's the case.
Okay, get into that. Yeah, that talk heavy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That where's where's old boy? In politics. I be forgetting the
Talking
stage
about
name.
Big Baby J.
Yeah, Big Baby J. Jay, where you at, cuz? You don't want none of this smoke today. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we're like, I don't
So
know, boy. You might pop up on you, boy.
he might pop up. That'll be good because I need his little fake arguments. You know what I'm saying? But
Shots
you know,
fired. Shots fired.
yeah, yeah. You know what?
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I love it. I love it.
Hey, so where I was at the point of LeBron.
And
Phenom
Carmelo.
coming out of high school. First play I really seen with all that hype coming out of high school.
Facts.
Not that it didn't happen before, but he was just big coming out of high school.
The
So
chosen one.
yeah, the chosen one. And they give him his own nickname. But anyway, um,
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. LeBron was overhyped for the first half of his career. If we're being honest, just like Tom Brady, first half of their careers, they were carried by what I'm saying, good peers and good
yes.
coaching.
And I always said with Tom Brady had a great defense, and I felt like he was a game manager. His first
3 Super Bowls.
3 or 4 Super Bowls. I'm about to say the same thing.
I give him the last 4. The first 3, nah,
Yeah,
you don't get to claim them, boy. You had top 5 scoring defenses. Same thing with Braun, man.
yeah.
Braun ain't start winning shit till he got out of Cleveland the first time. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. So when Melo came in, Melo went straight. He came off of a national championship at Syracuse. You know what I'm saying? Melo coming in to me, even at the time, I said that he was a more polished player. Pure jump
100%.
shot.
Better
Uh,
footwork, more skilled.
everything was better except for the quickness and the athletic.
Well, physicality, physical ability.
Yeah,
LeBron had that. You know what I'm saying? But other than
yeah,
that, skill. Come on,
yeah.
man.
Polished everything. Melo had it.
He won
He
a natty. in college and won a state in high school. No, he won a natty in college and a natty in high school.
Yeah. And this man comes straight, came in the league balling. Team in the West Coast,
Right.
he on the West Coast. His team did not make the playoffs the year he came in. I mean, the year before he came in. Braun was the same thing. The Cavs did not make the playoffs. But guess who won the Rookie of the Year? Bam. LeBron won the Rookie of the Year. But whose stats was better? Man,
Carmelo was the better player as a rookie, if we're being honest.
well, that's what I'm saying.
You
He
could
was a
say he had a better team, but I wouldn't really say that.
I think he probably had I have to see the team. I don't know who was on the team, but the one thing I do know is that LeBron came in the league, Melo in the league. They're both rookies, and Melo took his team to the playoffs. Melo averaged more points. Now the points you probably can't see it because that is small. Let's see.
But you can trust our judgment.
Yeah. Let me try to find something different.
For real though, I mean, the thing is with the Carmelo and LeBron thing, I don't think Melo ever got the love that Carmelo. I mean, LeBron. I don't think Melo got the love that LeBron got when he came into the league. You know, I feel like he was kind of overshadowed, and I think teams, especially in Denver, you know, they never like I was a Lakers fan. Like I used to love those Carmelo Kobe battles. People don't even understand. Kobe would go down and guard the 4.
Yeah. Kobe gonna try to give you
You know what I
business.
mean?
He who is guard. Not that he could
You know what
guard
I'm
everybody.
saying?
I'm just saying.
Kobe would go down and go 1-on-1 with Melo in the post. You know what I'm saying? So I used to watch. I knew how good Carmelo was. So I used to sit there and watch this man give Kobe at least 25, 30 in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And he's coming
And
out the West.
you know, and bro, like Carmelo was different. Like prime Carmelo was fucking different, man. And his prime, you know, he may have peaked a little bit earlier, and you know, it didn't last as long into like the later part of his career. But I'm trying to tell you, bro, like, dude, Carmelo was that guy, man. Like for real. It's just sad. It's sad though, you know, because like they never really put the pieces around him to really win shit, which is unfortunate, you know.
Yeah, I
But
can't find it here, but I did have it in the rookie seasons. Melo averaged more points, led his team to the playoffs, and LeBron gets the MVP. At that point, you knew everything was set up for LeBron.
right.
At that point, I felt like, there we go. Let's see.
Well, I think the NBA at that point they had a choice. They were like, okay, I can invest in the kid from Akron, you know what I'm saying, or I can invest in the kid coming out of Syracuse. And they were like, well, this kid from Akron, he, you know, I think they made a good gamble, but
They made the right decision.
but then also it's like LeBron got the biggest Nike deal as a rookie, but then Carmelo's coming off a national title and he didn't get no kind of deal like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of weird, bro.
And he
Like it's
comes
kind
straight out of high school, so that's looked at. And I looked at
yeah.
his last high school games. I mean, he balled, but I wasn't super impressed with it. Like,
Well, it's not. LeBron's numbers in high school were good, but I don't think they were like astronomical to
no, they
where
weren't. They
it
were not.
projected what he became. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's my whole thing. It's like no, like with LeBron, you saw a really athletic kid, and you probably knew he was hungry when you talked to him, like that he was hungry for success. But I
Yeah,
don't think you could have looked at the both of them and been like you thought LeBron was going to be the better player or have the longer career. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and I felt 100% the same way. And this is going back in the day. This is going back to 04, 05. You know what I'm saying? Those years. Melo, to me, was just more polished, just a better player, flat out better player than LeBron.
yeah.
But
I think as LeBron grew and he started to like actually like add some skill to his game, like his shooting ability and stuff like that, I feel like that's where it leveled out. But I'll be honest with you, LeBron is probably one of the not probably he's the most physically like gifted player that I've seen, other than like Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I'm saying?
I'll
Like
agree. I would
like,
agree.
and I'm talking about across all sports. Like he's like Micah Parsons
Yeah.
kind of gifted. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's just like I've seen Micah Parsons wrestle a 4-time state champ and hold his own. You know what I mean? Where people who wrestle their whole lives can't do that. That's the kind of athleticism LeBron has, where it just translates across different sports.
I ain't really thought about the other sports, but when you think about basketball, I've always said that LeBron should have been better than Mike, in my opinion. Just with
He
his
should have
size.
won more. He should have won
Uh,
more for sure.
yeah, definitely one more. His size, but he
Because that's
never
the only thing he didn't do. He didn't win more. Like he didn't win more.
he didn't work more to work on, like he was working with Hakeem Olajuwon, story goes, and he didn't want he worked with him, but he never wanted to continue working with him because it wasn't working. What he was doing, not with that it wasn't working. He basically didn't want to continue to do it. He
He
couldn't
didn't
get.
want to play in the post.
He
He didn't
didn't.
want to get messy. He didn't
He
want
didn't
to get
want to
down
get
there
the
and be,
ball.
he didn't want to work on his footwork and become extremely skilled with footwork and stuff like that. People are like, oh, you know what you're talking about, LeBron. I'm like, bro, LeBron is doing a lot of this shit off athleticism alone,
Straight
bro.
athleticism.
It's not. Yes, does he train basketball? But he don't train footwork and all that shit. You know what I mean? That's not his game. That's not how he plays. He's gonna come. He trains to come off picks. You know what I'm saying? And go downhill or come off picks and then go into step back jumpers. Now, I mean that's what he trains. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Um,
And you still don't see any of that footwork. He
and
doesn't
then
have.
every once in a while he'll go and do a little low post fadeaway and show you that he could do a low
Yeah,
post fadeaway, but it's not. It's it's not
it's
skill.
not his game.
It's not a
Not his-
skilled low post move though. It's like I'm gonna be more athletic. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
that's great, bro. He was able to do that for 20 years and he's still doing it at a high
yeah.
level. But to me, when you want to talk about when you want to talk about all NBA greats, there's players that would literally like bro, just put people in a blender, shoot shots that you just fading behind the backboard. Like, you're not seeing no shit like that from Braun. You know what I mean?
Nothing
Like
super crazy.
you're gonna
Nothing.
see him bank a fadeaway three. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody was going crazy over that. I'm like, this nigga just banked the fadeaway three,
yeah.
falling out of bounds and acting like he meant to do it. What the fuck are we talking about?
Well, your boy from
Oh,
sitting politics, I called him out. He on here now. You know what I'm saying?
okay. You
He
want
want
that
to
smoke, huh?
comments.
You
He
want that
want
smoke, huh? Oh, he was in the comments for real
yeah,
though. Golly.
to be all in the comments.
All in the comments, bro. He said y'all off. Well, I look
LeBron
like he
called
selected that motherfucker too now.
the second half of his career, yes, LeBron is the better player, but we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get a little deeper into that.
Bro, listen, I'm telling you right now, boy. I Braun seen Melo in the
Games in
playoffs back then, boy. It would have been something ugly for Braun. I'm telling you right now.
offensively. He talking about Melo had no defensive presence. I give him that.
I don't
I
know about that, brother. Hey,
nah,
listen. I watched Melo in the playoffs versus Kobe, bro. Let me tell you, they were going at it, bro. What you mean? Melo was not no slouch on defense when he was
he shouldn't have
younger.
got Rookie of the Year. I don't care what you say. He shouldn't have got Rookie of the Year. On my own play, he shouldn't have got Rookie of the Year, though. Melo led his team to the playoffs to give them the opportunity to actually win a championship. I mean, I don't know how far they made it. They probably made the first, second round, whatever. But
No, I think
goal
LeBron's like longevity, man, is what makes him like the better player. I
yeah,
don't
overall,
think it's
LeBron is the
skill.
better player. Yes, overall. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that rookie season, no, Melo should have got that Rookie of the Year. But
I
at
mean,
that
I wouldn't even, bro. I wouldn't even. I mean, how
zone,
long did it take LaMelo to start scoring like 20 something points per game? It wasn't long, bro. I think he did it his first year in the league. You know what I mean? Like
oh yeah,
Melo could have been an All Star the first year in the league.
yeah, he his rookie year, what he averaged? He played all 82 games.
Shoot,
He averaged 21. LeBron averaged 20. 6.1 rebounds. LeBron 5.5. Assists 5.9 for Braun. 2.8 for Melo.
them shooting
Still,
numbers. I know Melo got to be in the shooting numbers. We don't have to look at that.
yeah.
Free throw. We could do free throw. We could do 3-pointer. We know that.
42.6 to 41.7. But we all know LeBron was at the rim. he wasn't shooting jump shots like that. Free throw percentage 77 for Melo, 75 for Braun. That honestly, that kind of surprised me.
That's his best
Surprised
year.
LeBron at 75.
That's
Yeah,
his best year shooting.
but Melo team got to the playoffs. That's my biggest thing. Melo team got to the playoffs. And that's why he should have been Rookie of the Year. That alone almost damn near should have put him in Rookie of the Year.
I agree.
So,
I think winning games matters. You know what I'm saying? And I know what the argument is. The argument is that LeBron went to a terrible team, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? But like that don't make you Rookie of the Year. Just like you could be on the worst team and be putting up crazy numbers. You're not gonna get the MVP like that. You know what I'm saying? Like winning matters when it
makes him a better player.
Yeah, winning matters when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying?
His overall game is what makes him the better player, not longevity.
I think we need to look up Prime Melo's numbers, man, because people just be disrespecting Melo. Like,
that's why
bro. But everybody wants to be like, oh, he's fourth in assists. Oh, he's second in scoring. He's played 20 years.
Yeah, my thing is when did Karl Malone ever be considered a top 10 player? And he's the second leading scorer of all time. Well, now he's third, but
it's because when you play 20 years, you could do that, bro. Same thing with Kareem. Like, bro, what are we saying? We don't give a fuck about how many points you scored in your career.
Exactly.
That's only become a thing since LeBron has been running those numbers down. No one's giving a fuck about that ever.
Exactly.
No one's talking about that shit ever.
Maybe that's in politics. He don't want to care about that.
Bro, no one's ever cared about the scoring record, bro. No one's ever cared about that shit. Because we know Kareem wasn't the best scorer in NBA history. It was fucking Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah. And another thing, Kareem only hit 1 3-pointer to get the numbers he got.
LeBron started heaving them bitches after his 15th year.
And that's all he do now is try to
he loses his games right now shooting too many 3-pointers.
Yeah. He's so predictable. When he get the ball out towards the 3-point line, he gonna jab, and then shoot a 3. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't gonna try to put you in the post. He ain't gonna give the ball up and try to repost. He ain't gonna give the ball up and make a back cut or anything. What he gonna do? Triple threat positions. He's shooting a 3. That's it. That's what's gonna happen 9.5 times out of 10. That might be funny. Yeah, man.
I just don't be getting it with. I mean, and Braun's a great player. Like I said, I'm just saying, like rookie year, like Melo was the better player. Like he was the better player coming out of college, and LeBron was coming out of high school. Like I just rookie year, definitely Melo was better. Now after that, you could say LeBron took off, which is fine. But to me, it's just not even. It's not really a question. Like Melo was more polished. You had to win, which LeBron didn't know how to win. LeBron didn't know how to win until he went to Miami, which is another thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are like, oh, like, players leave all the time to go win championships. That's not fucking true, bro. LeBron started that fucking that little fad that went on for a long time. As soon as he went to Miami, that's when you started seeing everybody fucking shuffle around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what did it.
You see now, though.
It was the second time. It wasn't even the first time, because the first time, Kevin Durant went on, hurried up and signed. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and hurry up and sign. But that second time he put that team, that's when I think it really took over.
Well, you got to think though too. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's just a lot of super teams that formed after that. Supposed super teams, right? People were just trying to put whatever together. Even the Lakers tried to get a super team together when that shit happened. Yeah. It's like he started a whole facade, like a whole a whole little trend in the NBA. And it didn't work for the most part. For me, when you leave to go to another team, right, you can't just win one championship.
All right, cut all the bullshit, man.
Nah, bro, this one was bro. I ain't no Teflon Don.
You're over here hating, and nobody's here to stop
come on here like no Teflon Don, blood. This motherfucker trying to come in like fucking Al Capone or some shit.
I feel like
Let's start the
Triple
live
H right
over,
now.
bro. We got to start the live over. You don't get to make no entries like that, cuz.
I feel like Triple H right now in DX. You know what I mean? You see where I'm at too.
My guy came in with the bat trying to finish some shit. He's like, yeah, y'all niggas talking that fuck shit.
Hey, working, and my phone's about to die, but I had to hop in here. Yeah, y'all were talking crazy for a while.
Brother, I'm just saying.
Feeding off each other.
Nah, bro, I'm just saying.
LeBron was a better player from jump. That's why this man got picked over fucking Melo after he just won a national championship at Syracuse out of high school.
But I think they were looking at it from a you know what I'm saying?
He's the better player standpoint.
They were looking at a more. I think they were looking at a long-term standpoint. You feel me? I don't think with Melo, like I said, I don't think that they felt like he was the better long-term option. But Melo for sure, and I think why is also the Cavs weren't ready to go win, right?
Okay.
Denver, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? They were like a superstar player away from winning.
This man out west
making the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
This man out west.
Did Denver make the playoffs the year before?
No, they didn't. No?
What was their record the year before? I'm curious.
Brother, they had the second overall pick, brother. It couldn't have been great.
Sometimes trades. The fucking Warriors just had the third overall pick. So
they finessed Minnesota out of that.
Stop it. Okay, stop it. Come on.
They finessed Minnesota out of that.
It's not the first time. It's not the first time Minnesota got finessed. That's all I have to say.
They got fleeced.
Yeah, they got a history of getting fleeced.
That's how Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. That's how Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum ended up in the Celtics jersey.
Mm-hmm.
They got fleeced in that trade for Garnett.
No, I feel you. Agreed. I concur. Yeah, are you able to pull that up? I would love to see the team because I honestly don't know. Go ahead, my bad.
I'm trying to pull it up now, Cole.
Yeah, I'm just curious. But yeah, I know those overall numbers across the board were better for LeBron. Y'all were focusing on the scoring, which everybody would give Melo that coming out the gate. Melo was one of the best offensive players in the league for a long time. So I mean, I agree with you on that. When you were talking about the Kobe stuff and all that, I agree with all that. But as far as the overall player,
I almost shed a tear talking about that shit, brother. That shit.
I heard your voice crack.
Bro, that shit hit different, bro. Like that's a big part of my childhood watching those battles, bro.
When you said Kobe used to come down to the floor and stick him. Kobe used to come down to the floor.
Literally, used to do. And I used to be like, why the fuck aren't you throwing Lamar over there? Throw Lamar over there. What the fuck are we doing?
No, I feel that. Yeah,
Kobe would just be like, nah, fuck that. He would throw him off. Get away from me.
That's actually a nice matchup, though. I like it's like thinking about having Lamar as an option to put on Melo when you're talking about, you know what I mean? Like
that's what I'm saying. I liked it better.
Nice.
I liked it better, brother. Nice. But Kobe was like, nah, I want that. You know what I'm saying? And he beat him every time. Don't get me wrong in the series, but it was just like, God damn, brother. Like you could win some more championships if you would have conserved that energy a little bit. You know?
All right. I'm trying to see
you going down there with a dude that's just bigger than you.
I'm trying to see what he's got here. So you got Chris Anderson, who would go on to be a monster. Let's be clear.
Stop,
brother. Stop that shit.
Whoa, okay.
Stop that shit.
Okay, but if it was a different day and I was talking to Gates Open, he'd be like, "Oh, but LeBron had the Birdman."
You're talking about the oh my God, brother.
It's the Birdman, brother. This is
he's
who it is,
he's
right?
a good role player, brother. But come on, brother.
This is the year before.
This is a rookie, bro. He's not even. Nah, bro. He's like a rookie here.
Man, can you make this bigger, please? Because I cannot read this shit.
Bro.
Okay,
yeah, brother. I wish I could help you out, but my eyes I got 2015, but
see.
shit.
It looks like he has Nene. Looks like
this can't be the right team.
He did have Nene though. I know
we need like 08, 09 Denver.
02, 03.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
But what was these guys? Rookies?
Stop it, brother.
Is this not the G League team?
Bro, he got with some young up and coming young bucks. You feel what I'm saying? And they took it to the fucking playoffs. And I'm not trying to take anything from them.
Hey, hold up.
Y'all are trying to take some shit from LeBron and give it to him. So stop it.
Their highest score was Juwan Howard at 18 points.
Juwan Howard, great fucking coach, great mind for basketball. Come on, stop it.
We just need 14.1.
brother.
Nene at 10.5.
Yeah.
The rest is all dismal.
Okay.
Bro, no, I mean that's what I'm saying. Their team was a superstar away from winning. I think that's what
Evan Brown.
Denver needed was a superstar player just to take them over the hump. I think the Cavs felt
James
like,
Posey,
okay,
man, come on,
we got
y'all
a
are
little
shitting
bit
on my dog
longer.
James Posey right now.
We got a little
Go
bit
ahead,
longer, so we're gonna go ahead and take Braun because we still got to build a little bit compared to where Denver was like, all right, we're ready to win.
Garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, them boys had
Right.
Darius Miles over there when Braun got there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that you know, at the end of the day, I think Melo deserves a lot of credit. But when you start talking about, you know, like taking an award from LeBron, and that should have been to Melo, and y'all are talking about it as if it's just factual.
It is
Oh,
factual.
yeah, it was.
It's
It
not.
was.
It's not. It's not.
It's
And it's
factual.
really no. It's not. And
The rookie
there's
season. I'm only
yeah.
giving Melo the rookie season. I'm not giving him the rest of
When
his
you
career.
guys, do you think I didn't hear? Do you think I didn't hear Gates Open over here when you guys were reading LeBron's fucking stats and he was whispering and
Whisper.
six assists to 2 assists for fucking Melo? Give me a fucking break. Like as an overall player,
we acknowledge the
like,
stats, brother. We acknowledge
it was
the stats.
a landslide. Come on, man. Like,
We
stop. Go
acknowledge
ahead.
the
I'm
stats,
listening.
brother. You just wanted us to sit there and be cockrights for LeBron.
LeBron.
We're not going to do that, brother.
No, be objective. You guys were shitting on LeBron and only giving credit to Melo. And like I said, and you guys still
For the rookie season,
are
brother.
acting like it's a foregone conclusion, like it was a robbery.
Them boys
Okay.
went from 17 and 65 to 43 and
Yeah.
39. Stop it.
Oh, come on,
That should have
brother.
been the MVP.
Hold on.
Dog.
What was that? Hold on. Say that one more time because I missed
They
that.
went from 17 and 65 the year
17 to
before
65.
to
Got it.
43 and 39, lost in the first
Okay.
round. Stop it.
Okay. Hey, that's a great improvement. Great improvement. Look, I'm clapping up for him. He did a great job. What was the team look like the year he got there? Like, did they make other moves in free agency that we're not seeing?
That's what
I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm curious.
Bring that up.
Yeah. We're just trying to provide all the context. You know what I mean?
Let's not use Wikipedia because you might have went in there and added some shit.
I will. To be honest, I would use Wikipedia. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Chris
have
Anderson,
that.
Melo,
Okay.
John Barry. That was an
Okay.
improvement.
Yeah. Okay. I'm listening.
Who that is? Earl Borkins. Remember him? Marcus
Okay.
Camby.
All right. Come on, Marcus Camby. They added a defensive anchor. Stop it.
He was on the last team. Thank you.
He was on the last team?
Yeah, he was on the other team.
Well, solid.
Sean
Okay, well,
Leonard.
still solid.
Andre Miller for Sean Leonard. They added some pieces.
Yeah, Andre Miller, nice. Okay, so stop it, man. Come on, overall.
Sean Leonard was straight.
They did what they were supposed to do, so I'm not mad at this.
Well,
You know what I mean? I'm definitely not mad at this.
who was that leader, though? Let's see. Who was that leader?
Well, let me see. Who would I say was that leader?
Melo averaged 21. The next person, Andre Miller, 14. Nene, 11. Then 14 for Rashawn Leonard, and 10 for Earl Borkins. Probably 5 inches shorter than me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Marcus Camby almost 3 blocks a game. Stop.
No, Marcus Camby was nice. He was nice.
That was a great piece. Great
But
piece in for Melo.
But he was already there.
Okay, but what was your point? Marcus Camby, if he is on a team where there's no dominant scorer, then his team's not going to be very successful. It doesn't speak to his level of skill as a basketball player. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not shitting on Marcus Camby. He's a good player.
He's like
he was a great
catch some lobs.
Not great.
Brother,
not give him great. I mean, the defensive player of the year awards he got.
Listen, I'm saying. Well, let me finish this. I'm saying a great piece. I'm not saying he could be the piece, but I'm saying he is for sure a great piece.
I ain't gonna say a great piece. Stop.
Oh, if you could have him down low, that's great because he can give you like 8. He's gonna give you like. Oh, I'm saying Dennis Rodman would be a great piece.
Well,
of course, I would take Dennis Rodman over him. Yeah, I would. Well, first off, Dennis Rodman isn't a double-double guy, but go ahead.
I'll take Dennis Rodman over him though, all day, every day.
I'm saying Camby's a double-double guy.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
look, he was. But
brother, I don't know. I mean, look, that's what I'm saying. They're very good pieces, and to think how he would fit alongside Carmelo, that's great. I can see why he got on that team and was successful. Go ahead.
You're right about that. I will say that.
That is a great piece to be next to Carmelo at the 5.
Well, I gave him a lot of credit. You know what I'm saying?
But I
Brother,
won't
yeah.
say this though. I won't say that, you know what I'm saying, like it was a great team that he walked into. Like he made that team a lot better. And honestly,
Yeah.
like I said, it was honestly a great draft for Denver right there. He fit everything that they needed. You know, I mean, like
For sure. Yeah.
like honestly, like 1, 2, and 3 in that draft. I mean, that was just a great draft. Like,
Well, no, because I think 2 is
oh
was it
no,
2
3.
Darko?
No,
Or
3 is
four?
Darko, I think.
Okay.
Hey, they had LeBron them that same year, Carlos Boozer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hold
Mark
on.
Marquis, please.
So you're not even gonna give me a chance to start saying what you guys were saying. Oh, it was his first year. It was his first year. Stop it. All right, I'm listening. My bad. I'm just having a good time.
Darius Miles. Now let's go to the points.
I don't remember seeing Boozer on the Cavs though.
I'm seeing a lot of bums too.
20, 15, 11, 15, 15. They outscored old boy team.
No, what happened is LeBron makes people better. That's what happened.
No.
LeBron makes people better, brother.
6 assists a game, though. You never know.
So
no, he was going somewhere. He was going somewhere with that.
Oh,
LeBron. Well, Deuce Andretti just said 6 assists a game. So I'm saying, yeah, that was signs of things to come.
let's see what they had the year before. Straight trash.
Jeez, Kent's not letting up, boy.
No, yeah, for sure. He's on my
Guess
neck
what?
right
These
now.
niggas next, boy.
Damn. They changed the whole logo, man.
These niggas are ready to pull the trigger, man. Listen to this shit.
They changed the whole logo in that. All right, well, so.
Hey, we barely beat Indiana, too. 112, 111.
Really? Really, y'all shouldn't even beat them, to be honest.
Look, Ricky Davis points went down. Gossman's points went down. Wagner wasn't even on the team no more.
I do want to keep talking. I do want to keep talking about this, but can Deuce Andretti tell me how he feels about his team not getting Miles Turner?
What he got?
Honestly,
no, he didn't go nowhere, man. He signed an extension.
Oh,
I actually like.
Yeah.
I like the Roy Hachimura pickup. Actually, I think that's nice.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. So you can't get an honest answer out of this man.
No. I honestly, I had to think about. I thought I had to sleep on.
The Cavs had the same record, 17-65.
Got you. All right. So same record.
I had sleep on that shit for a couple of days, bro. Honestly, because that Roy Hachimura pickup for 2 second rounders. I'm like, 2 second rounders ain't shit. You really ain't getting shit in the second round. You know, you're not gonna find Draymond.
Well, usually not. You might find a Nikola Jokic, but yeah, no, I feel you.
And then I'm thinking like Roy Hachimura was a fucking lottery pick. You know what I'm saying?
Hachimura.
And like we were talking about that shit. He didn't really get a lot of his he didn't get a lot of opportunity and shit.
And when he did, he kind of went off every now and then.
Bro, I watched a couple games where he's gone off, and I'm like, well, why the fuck is that not
efficiently like LeBron, and I'm not even trying to bring it back to the last conversation.
No, he's got a handle to his game.
Oh, we're still on that conversation. I ain't exposed them yet.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. I don't even want to change the subject. My bad. I did have to ask. I don't think we've talked about the Miles Turner extension, which I love. So I was
like that.
I think that's a great move for you guys. I think he fits what y'all want to do perfectly, honestly.
Oh, yeah, I love that. And he's honestly, since he's gotten the right pieces around him, he's been his game's been developing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, he's got 2 young niggas being like, hey, bro, listen, this what you've been doing, this ain't gonna work. Yeah. We need someone who's gonna go down there and give someone some
fuckery. Yeah.
Like Joel Embiid coming to town, we need you giving them 30.
And we also need you to swat shit. Which is what don't even get me started on the Pacers, man. I don't want to derail this, but I love those.
Miles Turner is a kid who grew like 10 inches his junior to senior year. You know what I'm saying? Like he was playing guard, bro, his junior year, and then literally like AD grew 10 inches his senior year, and so you had to play center.
Nice.
That's why he can shoot so well.
Yeah, lucky.
That's why he was shooting.
Must be nice.
Yeah, no, I feel that. But yeah, man, go ahead and expose Brown, man.
You know what them people do, man. Look at him, man.
I mean, you can't really expose LeBron. The only thing you could really say is the man don't know how to win championships. But I mean,
I'm just saying what they did. I ain't gonna say it's LeBron's fault. 100. Actually, it is LeBron's fault.
I mean, I would say if he was younger in Cleveland, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He didn't play winning basketball, but because it wasn't.
I'm just bringing my boy Melo back up, man. Look here. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, right?
Oh damn! Hey, look, they got him in a Lakers jersey. Remember when LeBron got him that job? I'm just playing.
Yeah. You're right. He said LeBron called you, answer the phone.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna tell you what happened, right?
Yes,
My
sir.
boy
Let us know.
came in balling. So about 2010, right? This is where he messed up. This was his only chance to get a chip. He gonna go play for the money and go to New York. That's where he messed up. See, if he would have went on with the Heat, what they were supposed to do, that was the plan according to Dwayne Wade. That was the plan. That's where he messed up. Then LeBron didn't like him no more. You know what I'm saying? In all reality. So, but for real though, once he left the Knicks, they was basically trying to get rid of the man. Once he left the Knicks, they was pretty much saying he was washed up. So as you drop off to another 8 points, right? 6 points right there. Then Houston. Well, your boy was trying to get back at him, at D'Antoni, because he ran D'Antoni out of there. So D'Antoni ran him out of Houston. That's why he only played them 10 games. Then he go Portland, pick him up a year and a half later, 2 years or whatever it was, 58 games.
Yeah.
The boy averaged 15. The next year came off the bench, averaging 13. Then he go play at the Lakers last year. What was that last year? Year before, whatever it was, averaging 13. Right. So what happened? The boys started.
They literally took years off his career.
They started blackballing him because of his total points. His total points are where he at? He's 9th all time in total points. Right. 9th.
Okay.
You'll never think that. But see, with him and LeBron coming in the league at the same time, when they started blackballing, they realized that this man about to have he wasn't going to score as many points as LeBron, but while Bron sitting up there at 38, Melo probably would be sitting at about 34, 35. And then that GOAT argument is going to go away. I mean, it's going to go away. It make it less
Honestly, no, the NBA does that.
Yeah, fuck no. Fuck no, though. No, I know everything you just said. No, but I want to let y'all go.
This man ain't in the league right now. Huh? Why my dog ain't in the league right now?
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not saying he's not blackballed. I'm saying fuck no to think that
they don't necessarily let the people. Go ahead, brother.
8,289 points.
Melo was not a slouch, man. Melo was supposed to be a top 20, top 10 player of all time, and the way that they treated him in the NBA, after he left Denver, was absolutely, to me, I do see what Gates is saying. It does seem like he was blackballed in a sense, because they treated that man like he was a scrub. I will never forget when he was in New York, bro. And I'm thinking in my head, I was upset. Like I said, I love to see those battles. Melo was was probably my second favorite player behind Kobe. You know what I'm saying? After, because I got respect for him watching him battle Kobe. I'm like, who is this fuck nigga giving Kobe 40? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is this nigga giving my nigga 40? You know what I mean? That's why I'm send Lamar over there. But it's the way that they treated him in New York, he was just another guy out there. And I'm like, that to me just never made sense. Because when you looked at his talent, you're like, yeah, this guy is probably a 1 or 2 or 3 player in the NBA right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. New York treated him like he was just going out there giving them 18 points per game.
Look,
and that's
Melo need 300 points basically to pass Shaq. That would put him 8th, and then another 3,000. So worst case scenario, dog.
He's 8.
LeBron damn near got 10,000 more points than this man. Please
saying,
stop. They came in the league at the same time.
Brother, Melo missed 2 or 3 years though.
But once again,
but it's 10,000.
And then they wanted him coming off the bench.
Yeah. No,
you missing my point. My point is, not that he would have passed LeBron, this man would have been somewhere around 34,000 points. So 34,000 would put him in 3rd place? No, I'm sorry, 4th place all time. And the argument is weaker for LeBron at that point. So the NBA just wanted to get rid of my dog. Blackball.
No, yeah, no, I don't think that's it.
28.
I
But
think
you know what?
I think it's more likely. Hold up, real quick. I think it's more likely that Melo was possibly difficult to deal with, and at a certain point, just it's like, why are we going to put up with this
LeBron is
guy who we're not
difficult
going
to
to win a
deal with,
championship
brother.
with? Yeah, but LeBron's going to get you to championships. You know what I'm saying? He's going to get you to the playoffs every year. At a
Well,
certain
Pat
point,
Riley
at a
lets a
certain point
motherfucker
in
walk.
in Carmelo's career, he was losing to the up and coming Indiana Pacers in the playoffs. I don't know if I'm dealing with difficult to deal with if that's my result. You
this
feel what
man
I'm
averaged
saying?
13 points the
Yeah.
last 2 seasons he was in the league.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you
Yeah,
put
that's
him,
like
and he didn't-
Ray Allen. That's like Ray Allen at 37 numbers.
But he
I'm
wasn't getting
listening.
the shot attempts, brother. That's what I'm saying.
exactly.
Ray Allen wasn't taking the shots like that. That's what I mean, this is like I'm just saying, like these aren't like groundbreaking numbers or anything. You're not talking about anybody who's balling crazy or out of control. So if he has a reputation for difficult to deal with, then you know what I mean. We've talked about it with other players where it's like you shorten your career with that.
Yeah, but they gave him
So
another opportunity. That's the problem. Not like an AI or something like that, where
yeah,
they took it away from him. Yes, but
yeah,
in this scenario
yeah.
here is different because they gave him another shot. And once they gave him another shot, he came off the bench without, you know what I'm saying, crying or
As far as we know,
arguing
yeah.
or whatever the case may be. He hasn't been a problem since he accepted his role. Since he got kicked out of the league, the man hasn't been a problem.
Yeah.
And now he
That's as
can't
far
get in
as
the league.
that's as far
But the
as we
thing
know.
is, here's
Maybe
my
these
problem.
teams and hold up real quick, just so I want to respond to that. Internally, it may why are these teams not sticking with him? Even the teams that are giving him a shot, and to your point, he's playing decent. They're still like, well, I could probably. I mean, I'm assuming here. This is speculation. But I'm assuming Portland and I'm assuming LA. They're like, well, I can get that same production from somebody who maybe isn't as polarizing. But
I
go
don't
ahead,
think
Deuce.
I don't think they. I think Melo is too polarizing of a figure when he walks into facilities. I think that's the problem.
I don't because he
No,
sat down with the Lakers. He sat down to be
and
quiet.
that's my point. That's my
With
point,
the
right?
Portland Trailblazers, he
He'll
sat down
go
to be
take
quiet.
his role,
But
but he's still Carmelo
Yeah.
fucking Anthony.
Yeah. Yeah.
Players
That's as
still
far,
look
yeah.
at him like he's Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah,
think,
because he is. He can still play too.
and that's my point. So I think what it is people are
13 points.
when you're trying to build another good young guy's confidence, you can't have the old dog in the house.
But the old dog isn't playing. The
You see
old
what
dog
LeBron
isn't
do?
playing around.
LeBron
Meaning-
get rid of all the young dogs. He don't want no young dogs around him.
No, you need them. You need that, and that's the problem. They need them old dogs right now.
You see, he tried to
Well,
trade to get Kuzma
playing.
back.
Huh?
He tried to get Kuzma back. Kuzma went over there and just started dropping 20 and 10. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe come back.
All right, you learn. You learn.
I'm just saying, dog.
Don't ever push me.
Nice.
I think Melo's too polarizing. I think he when he walks into rooms like
But this man don't deserve a farewell tour. Come on, man.
100% he does. 100% he does. I agree. He really does.
I mean, come on. What is that? Y'all are kind of talking about charity. I mean, I don't know. That's up for.
Well,
He's got to earn.
tour.
He's got to earn that opportunity. Somebody just got to sign him just so he can have a goodbye. Like, what are we talking about?
No. That's what I'm saying.
do.
And I don't
They
mean
do.
I don't
say
mean like a Kobe farewell.
I say yeah.
He didn't earn a Kobe farewell tour. We're going to say that
Of course
right now.
not.
It's not.
Kobe was on a team. The team was committed to him, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to retire next year." He got a farewell tour. We're talking about somebody that doesn't actively have a job.
This
So
man Kobe played through broken fingers. You know what I'm saying? Twisted ankles for the Lakers uniform and barely missed games. He gets a farewell tour. You know what I'm saying? That's what gets you a farewell tour. You know what I'm saying? Man probably missed less than 100 great games his whole
He
career.
embodied an organization, a culture. For like the thing
And he
is,
fucking
Melo
won.
can't say that. This
He
is
won.
it. Let's keep it. Well, hold up, real quick. Let me just make this point because I think the Melo to Kobe comparison is interesting. I think this is the main point to make there is that Kobe spent his entire career with the one team. Melo hopped around. He forced his way out of the organization that drafted him. He forced his way out. So the people that the organization that gave Kobe his farewell tour and all that, all the commitment and paid him the huge salary for those last few years just off the muscle, he earned it because he stayed with the same organization and built that credit with the same organization. Melo chose to be more of a journeyman, and then that ended up biting him in the like. We saw the opposite of what happened with LeBron. And yeah, go ahead.
You ain't gonna get no farewell tour. So with that being said, and I do agree. But who's gonna give LeBron his farewell tour? Because you know he gonna get one.
The thing is,
he can get one. He didn't stay with like no.
well, no, he
Cleveland don't
can
wanna
get
give
one.
him one.
I disagree because I think he can get one. It's all a matter of time in this way. Where if LeBron right now could be on any team damn near in the league because he's still performing great. So it's like as long as well, either way it doesn't matter. He would be would be able to get a position on a team. He's earned that opportunity. So it's like comparing him to Carmelo is not the same. So if he said next year I'm retiring, well he'll have a farewell tour because like of course he's going to have a job. He's going to be able to give you 20 plus points,
Right,
8 plus assists. You know what I mean? Like 6 plus rebounds.
LeBron
like you're talking about Melo. Yeah, go ahead.
LeBron will get a farewell tour.
No doubt.
And it's because he's LeBron. He'll get a farewell.
And also, then the whole point of why I hopped on here, stop comparing Melo to LeBron, man. That's crazy.
It's not a comparison. It's not for the rookie of the year.
I think the reason why
you just now try to compare it. You just now try to compare it, because you said should Melo get a farewell tour? I'm like, well, no, he doesn't have a fucking job in the NBA, so how's he gonna get a farewell tour? And they're like, well, should LeBron get one? Stop comparing them. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
I don't know if LeBron can get one because he's been with 3 different teams when he's won his championship.
No, he of course gets one.
But
bro, Kobe, do you remember the farewell tour was at every fucking stadium?
No, hold on. My farewell. What I'm saying is, like you said, the farewell tour will be from the other teams in the league, so he'll get one. But I don't think with Kobe playing his last game in Staples type shit, he won't get that. Agreed
on that. Yeah,
he won't get that.
See, no,
to
I don't
me
think
that's the
that.
biggest thing.
Yeah.
I got to watch Kobe go out and drop 60. You know.
Yeah, that's legendary. That's crazy. But the one thing is, like, I'll say his last game in Cleveland will be crazy, but it won't be in comparison to that. So I agree with you. There's almost no comparison to that. That's like storybook ending shit. You know what I mean? Like maybe the greatest scorer of all time ends his career with 60, and they win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like and he hits the fucking free throws to end the game. So it's like in every way, it was just
he does hit his free throws, but.
Yeah,
LeBron though. Hey, why you was doing that whining the other day when he wasn't gonna hit the free throws anyway?
LeBron's been shooting better, man, and later in his career. But I one thing I did want to. This is where LeBron lost me, and maybe I'm just ignorant because I don't understand. Like I don't understand his mass, how massive of a person he is.
Hey,
but
pause,
big pause. Because he's 6'8". Like 260, right? That's where he plays at. Like for me.
Hey Gates, could we pull up LeBron's girth real quick for us?
Man, please.
Maybe I'm being like just ignorant to how big he is. You know what I'm saying? Like to want him to have skilled footwork and be able to move a little bit different, like a KD or a Giannis. Like I don't think he moves as well as Giannis. I think he moves more like with more power than Giannis, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he's more powerful than Giannis is, but Giannis just is more fluid of an athlete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As who?
LeBron.
Well, compared to LeBron, I think LeBron's more of like a powerful driver. Yes, he can like Euro step and stuff like that, but I think he does it with power. Where Giannis is more like a guy who's going to Euro, but it's going to be with more finesse and length. You know what I mean? And he's going
to. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's where LeBron's game is just different. He was able to just overpower people. Still later in his career, I watched the game the other day where the Memphis or someone was talking crap to him, and the dude literally he got pissed off. He's like, "Oh, that's what y'all want to do?" He's like, "All right, bet." Took the ball coast to coast, just literally went up and dunked on dude. I'm like, "Well, brother, if you can do that, like, can we get that every play? Like, what?"
Exactly.
Like, what are we?
And that's my problem with LeBron. That's why I say he could have been the best player of all time. But he don't have that all the time.
He did that when they were down by 20. I'm like, bro, if you could have did that all game, like, frick. And obviously you're going to get tired. You're not going to just go coast to coast all game and dunk on people. But I'm like, dude, if you can just basically just bully your way to the rim, please help yourself. Every time. Like, don't spare them.
I mean, I'm going to do some of them reaction videos. Now I know how to do it. Hey, man, we going to make some... Hey, dudes, man, your boy be holding out on your boy, Cole. I've been trying to learn how to make some what they call thumbnails. He ain't teach me yet. You holding out on your
brother. Brother, I thought I told you that I personally don't really take care of that for myself. That's my significant other holds that down for the most part. So that's one thing I'm blessed not to have to take care of, to be honest.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
learned what they call.
Yeah. They're fire though, right? The thumbnails be fire.
Yeah, they're nice. That
Yeah.
to get people to want to watch the video. My thumbnails be,
Need to
ooh,
get some more people to
they
want to watch
got
them, but I feel it. I feel
like
it.
a
No,
super.
they respect that fucking thumbnail.
Yeah,
That's one of the reasons I gotta get a little upset sometimes. I'm like, damn, you see the thumbnail we put out for this bitch?
it's just a picture.
No, but hey, look, at the end of the day, they know what they're getting themselves into right here. Whatever the thumbnail look like.
Hey,
You know, man.
man,
Hey,
bid IQ,
let me
man.
ask
That's what
y'all
we
this:
Yeah.
bid IQ.
if you found out, if you found out that your kid's school sent out a survey with
Okay.
descriptive
Paul,
pictures,
I need Paul on here.
with descriptive pictures of two young kids,
Of reassignment surgery?
no, giving fellatio
Okay.
Oh my God.
Whoa, hold the time out. That's not real. Did that happen?
in Florida.
I don't doubt it. Where at?
Wow.
In Florida, I don't know the counties, but a dude came
That's
out
crazy.
and he talked about it on the JPD podcast. They played this little clip, and it was a dude who made a commercial addressing this, and he's saying how he's made he made a group called Gay versus Groomers, which it's a Republican backed group that is basically going against like them forcing you know like doing shady shit like that, right? So basically they sent out a survey, they asked kids were they gay, and they basically didn't tell the parents they were doing it, so the parents didn't find out until the kids said something. Now,
Yeah,
mind you, the interesting part of this is the kids were in elementary school when they did this.
yeah.
Wow,
Well, that's
okay.
why it's not that as bad as that no gay web bill that mess was.
Well, hold
Well,
up. Where's the fellatio photographs coming in at?
I didn't understand it, brother, because it's like if you're sending out a survey asking kids if they're gay, that's one thing, but it's like why are you showing them like how? And the kid, I guess, because the kids couldn't understand the question, they would show a picture to help them understand the question, and that's the picture they showed. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what
But
is that? Like, okay,
that's
here's
kind of
what
why
you
I
could have
thought that
showed two
question
young
today.
men holding hands, two young
Yeah.
women holding hands.
There you
You know what
go.
I'm
Something
saying?
like that.
You know,
Yeah.
why fellatio?
Why fellatio is a great question.
Because
Great
they got
question.
extreme. They just got to make it extreme to the point they put it right in your face and say, "What you gonna do
Yeah.
about
Well, yeah, I need to see these. But can you do the thing that you did where you pulled up the thing before? Like, we're just gonna
Yes,
sit here and speculate
look
on
up
this
gay
issue?
versus groomers, Ken. I mean Gates. Look up
Yeah.
gay versus groomers, boss. Because I think I thought it was interesting. I,
Boss.
I
gay
thought it was
versus groomer?"
Boss.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the group's called, gay versus groomers.
Yeah. Now, hold on. Are we not are we not ready to completely stand on the fellatio in the pamphlet or whatever you were
Oh,
talking
brother,
about?
listen, that was they talked about that specifically on the podcast. That's why I know
Interesting.
that part is real. Yeah, that was the main
Wow.
part of the dude literally addressed it. And the dude's a married gay man with two young boys, you know what I'm saying? And he's a Republican. So that kind of tells you something, you know what I mean? Like he's not with the like the nonsense when it comes to kids.
Fuckery.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like I just think that's weird. Like why would you send out surveys without even notifying the parents that you're doing that? You know what I mean? And then to have kids
Mm-hmm.
tell the parents, like, yeah, they
Oh,
explained it to us by showing us pictures, sexual pictures. Like, what the fuck?
might have to jump off Facebook on this.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I
It's
mean,
becoming weird
if
to
it's tough to find,
sexualize
it's not that
children.
big of a deal.
You know what I mean?
Gay versus groom. No, I found something.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely agree. I think if you're talking about elementary school kids,
All
showing
right.
them any kind of like sexual imagery, I think would be completely inappropriate, heterosexual or homosexual. So I think that's even besides the point when you start to talk about showing them
Well,
graphic
that's my
material
point. You can
about,
show two regular
yeah,
heterosexual people having sex. Like when we did Hope class and sex ed, that you
yeah,
didn't do that, and we were in high school and
no,
middle
yeah.
school. So it's like, what is that?
I do remember them showing like a baby coming out of a pussy.
Where
Just
was that? They didn't do that in Florida.
no, they did do that in Florida.
What class you had?
Same school you went to, brother. That's
You had
all I'm
early
gonna say
childhood,
about
brother.
on that situation.
You had early
Yeah,
childhood,
no.
brother. That wasn't
They
homework.
showed some. They showed some wild shit. They also showed what was it? It was like genital warts inside of a pussy. Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. I was scarred
Yeah,
on that.
I've seen that.
What
Okay,
is
yeah.
this?
So
What is
This
this?
is
this is all right. So speaking of genital warts,
Looks like one, right? My goodness.
this is it. Gays against
oh
maybe I don't know, but I
Yeah, you
did
gotta
yeah.
put
do gays against groomers. There you go. That's it. But you gotta
Okay.
click the video. Click.
no. I'm gonna play the video. Is this the video? Is this the video?
The
Yeah.
gentleman with
That's not the
the
video.
lipstick.
That's
Oh,
not
Okay.
the video, brother. That's not the
but
video.
it's on Twitter.
That's not a video.
That was the video. This is a video.
Movement for Liberation.
I don't
Oh
know if
hell no.
that's
Play it.
the
Go ahead. Play it. Play that anyway. Play it for our guests.
Yeah, I think that we need to see.
We need to play that
needs to see
video.
it.
And
We need to
a
play
member
that.
of the Tea Time support group run by the Aliveness Project.
All right.
I am also a proud transgender woman, but more importantly, I am
Sin
the mother of
politics,
two
baby.
wonderful transgender and gender expansive children.
I better get off Facebook.
I drove down from St. Cloud to show my support for House File 146 and thank Representative Finke for introducing such an important and life-saving bill to protect trans children and their families at such a critical time for us. As you may be aware, there's a torrent of damaging, ill-informed, and outright malicious legislation being introduced across the country, targeting transgender and gender expansive people broadly, but trans children in particular. It is our daily experience to be forced to keep track of which state is safe for us to visit. Minnesota has been overall very accepting and supportive of our family, but even then we don't feel 100% safe and assured that we will be able to get the gender affirming care that both of my kids need and deserve. Very recently, an amendment was proposed to House File 16 in Minnesota, which bans children's conversion therapy in an attempt to ban essential health care for transgender children. This happened in our state. Because of this, my trans partner and I frequently discuss plans to flee the country if these targeted, hateful
Flee the
bills
country.
keep being introduced or passed. I never thought that it
Where are
would
you
come to
going to
this, but
go?
here we are. Even in the state that is considered safer for trans children and their families,
You in other
being
countries.
forced from our homes
Middle
and having
East.
to seek asylum elsewhere is an
Dude, they
almost
will
daily
stone them to
conversation in
death.
my
What are we
community.
talking about?
As someone who started transitioning well into
Sin politics,
her
baby.
adulthood, I know better than most how
And that's just
essential
that's
and
me being
life-saving
real.
gender
That's not
affirming
even like
medical
trying to
care
be
is.
Like I'm gonna start another
Going
channel.
through
Say,
natal
go
puberty was a traumatizing experience for me. I am so grateful
Oh, that'd be cool,
that trans
actually.
and gender expansive kids have access to the knowledge and medical care to be their full selves and thrive.
No, man.
To
All
not
right.
only deny them life-saving medical care,
I think
but
we could.
to
I think we
charge
got
and
the gist of
prosecute
it.
supportive
Whenever
Yeah,
parents
you're
yeah,
ready.
Gates, we're good on this. We can go ahead and wrap that up.
All right. So,
Yeah,
well,
I don't know
so
what that nonsense is about.
how do you guys feel about?
Look at this.
So that person said several times. What is that? I can't tell what that is. Is that kid holding the dick?
See, and this is what the site's against.
wrong with
It's
it?
against this group is like this group.
Oh,
is
they're
against
against
stuff like
that.
this. Yeah.
They're against that. Okay. Yeah.
Stuff
No,
all
this is
is cool with.
This is fucking crazy. What is this character even? You know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen this
At least
giant
they
cop
made him
character
a
in my
new
life.
character.
Like,
Yeah,
bro,
I guess
why
you're
is
right.
that
I
okay?
guess you're right.
Like, why is that
Yeah,
okay?
that's nuts.
I see
Yeah,
3
that's-
young girls like
And
holding
then a
the
super
same
mama.
cock their mom is. Like, why is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That is crazy. Well, all right, we can take this picture down as well. Let's not. We don't need to keep these children's face on the screen too long.
Yeah, but we need to put their mother on the screen. Fucking zoom in on her face.
Yeah, that was sick. So gender affirming care, though, I heard that person said that several times. So, what does that mean exactly? I guess so. If you're a person that has
Click the
transitioned,
Click the website link right there, Gates.
Yeah.
Is that website link right there in the blue to the right?
That.
What is that?
Well, you can donate your money.
oh
Yeah.
hell no,
We ain't doing it.
Shop.
Yeah.
No,
Well, I mean,
got-
but at the same time, I think we support what they're doing, right? We support this group, correct?
I still want. I'll be
Yeah, they're
scared.
not with the fuckery. They're saying leave kids alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying leave.
If you're
kids
not trying
alone.
to, like, bro, like if you don't support like the
Yeah.
trafficking of kids and like child abuse
Yeah.
and shit like that, you should not support this shit because
But I
you
think
know,
these
Yeah.
people are also gay people who don't support the bullshit.
no,
Which
that's what it
Yeah.
is.
Well, that's perfect. I think, right? Everybody. I
Well,
mean, that's how
because
I
here's
feel.
the thing, right? I was listening to something too. It's like
Yeah.
you people have to be willing to call out the bullshit in their own communities.
Oh
You know,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
like
yeah, and
I feel
also,
like
but
me and
that's not
Gates do
even
that very
unique.
well when it comes to like the African American
Yeah.
community. Like we call out the
That.
bullshit right away. Like and
Yeah.
some people think we're tripping and we're racist for it,
And sometimes
but
you
it's
are
like
tripping, and sometimes you are racist. No, I'm just
no,
kidding.
no, 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 brother, can't be racist towards black people, brother.
Shit. Okay.
Another
That's what
racist
Ben
moment.
Jones said.
Yeah, I know that was hilarious. But damn, I don't know. I had something to say about what we were just talking about, but Deuce, if you were cooking, brother, I don't want to interrupt you.
No, I'm just saying it's like you have to be willing to be like, all right, listen, obviously, there's some nonsense that
Yeah.
is going on, and I'm not gonna stand for it just because. And the thing is, you can't be willing to say like, okay, if I say something, it's gonna look bad on my group, so I'm not gonna say something at all. It's like, no, bro, you don't say something, it's gonna make your group look even worse because you're not willing to stand up for what's right and wrong. Like
Yeah, I
you
think.
just, you
Yeah.
just want support. You know what I mean? You just want the outward support of what is for the group, even if the group is not doing what's good for the people that are trying to support it. And that's crazy. You know what I mean? You
Well, I
got
think well, real because I think it's an important thing for all of us to acknowledge as far as like as a part of our own group, whatever our identity group is that we land in, that none of the groups that we belong to are infallible or perfect or benevolent in any way.
they're usually
So it's
corrupt as
like
fuck.
at the end, I'm saying every single group you break down has a huge spectrum of people in it. So it's like if you're a part of the LGBT group, it's like it's okay to acknowledge the evils or whatever in your group because heterosexuals, there's plenty of sick fucks. And what I was gonna say is like this grooming situation, that's not even unique to the homosexual community. Like that's something that is prevalent in as far as heterosexuals go. People that groom young girls, and I'm sure it goes the other way for young boys and things like that. So it's like I do think that it's important for us all to acknowledge that all of our groups are flawed. So like there's no reason to be hesitant to point things out. You're not protecting some veil of perfection. You know what I mean? Because it's just not there. It doesn't apply to any of our groups. They've all done fucked up shit and da 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 da. It's like let's address the actual, it's fucking
Elephant in the room.
problems. Yeah, the problems that are affecting our society
It's like
today.
you can't be like just blatantly and vagrantly ignorant to shit that's going on in front of you. It's
Definitely, definitely.
like you know what I'm saying. Like if you see like okay, it's like for me, right? Like, and this is my whole point when I talk about certain shit. When it comes to this, it's like if like this is the first thing I remember having this conversation 2 years ago. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm all for gay pride parades and all that stuff, but I'm like, why are kids partaking in that?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And it's not, and this is what I'm saying. I don't care that
Okay,
the kids want to support, what I'm saying, pride. But when you look at the
okay,
costumes and the attire that the adults are wearing and the outfits, it's all sexualized.
okay. So
Kids
time
shouldn't
out,
be
time
around something.
out, time out. Let's have a We should have a
Brother,
conversation
I
rather
seen
than
a
just like,
kid wearing
okay,
leather and a
go
leash,
ahead.
brother. This was a
Okay,
picture
I'm
taken.
sure these things happen in certain like cases, but there's also cases where kids want it should be allowed to be out there to like support their families. We just talked about a
They can
that
support without wearing leashes and
Yeah,
leather.
but why do they
no,
have
I'm not. I'm.
to
In what way am I
that is
supporting
one
kids
of the big
being in leashes? Okay, my bad. I didn't hear what you said. I had to defend myself. This man tried to throw some smut on my name. That was crazy.
I ain't trying to throw no smut, brother. I'm just
Yeah, be
asking a question,
clear.
brother. At what point
No,
is that okay? That's what I'm trying to
kids
say.
should not be in they should not have leashes. But I could see situations in which kids would want to support gay pride,
Bro,
and
this young boy
it shouldn't be off
twerking his butt
limits.
off. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, there shouldn't be young kids around men twerk. Like, bro, because it shouldn't be the other way around. You wouldn't want a young boy to
Okay,
be around a woman acting like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you
agreed.
want?
Agreed,
You
but people
know what I mean?
have but people have the right. Like so there's other parades that have some parts of it. I'm sure it's like the gay pride parade. It's not all people twerking their ass and stuff like that. So
No,
I'm sure
no,
there's
that.
parts
But
of
are the
it.
kids
There, okay.
partaking?
Well, here, just let me finish this point. I'm sure there's parts of it that are probably not appropriate for kids, obviously, but then I'm sure there's parts that would be fine for a kid to take in. So the same kind of like thought process I think applies to some other parades, and we give the leniency to parents to make the decision what they want to expose their kids to. So I don't think any kids should be getting walked with a leash and stuff like that, but I do think that we should respect parents in that community as much as we, expect to be respected as heterosexual parents.
No, I agree. I agree. But the thing is when do we draw the line in the sand? Because there's just certain things that heterosexual parents don't tolerate, and then it's like, okay, cool. But then on the other hand, it's like it's okay to let kids be in these situations where they can be sexualized, and it's
Well,
like,
Well, you have, yeah, go
when you
ahead.
take your kids to these gay pride parades, it's kind of like you go to the club. On one side is a club, the other side is it's a strip club. You know what I'm saying? It's like you right there.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You see the
Hmm.
strippers walking in and out. You know what I'm saying? So these kids, yes, it might be part where it's all clean and stuff, which is if they just got a clean parade, gay pride parade, so be it. That's cool. Let the kids go. But man, when they start doing all that other crazy mess
Yeah.
and allowing, there's a possibility that somebody might be, dressed with just straight underwear on, you know what I'm saying, or like a thong
Yeah.
walking around, and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
let's leave the
For
kids
sure.
home at that point. That's
Okay.
all. I'm
Well, I
because it's
mean,
like what are
go
you
ahead.
teaching? Because here's the thing, right? When you want to teach about gay pride, what is it about? That's what you have to truly
Um,
ask yourself. Because
so I would say,
is it about expressing
I could
yourself?
I could answer that from what, like my opinion.
Well, brother, answer it, brother, please.
Okay, so then I would say gay pride. What would that mean to somebody? I think that would mean supporting and being proud and feeling like that's not something that you have to hide. Where like being gay would be something in the past that would be considered shameful in society. It probably feels good for people in that community and people. I mean, I have family that's gay, so I mean, I guess,
we all have.
but the thing is, I'm speaking from a, well, no, but the thing is, this is where, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm speaking from a slightly ignorant perspective here because I've never been to a uh, gay pride parade. So I mean,
Oh, me
I'm
either.
assuming. Well, so I'm assuming, and I mean, you guys are assuming. It sounds like that there's a decent amount of ass shaking and cock shaking. And in my case, I'm assuming there definitely is that, but I'm imagining that that's probably being blown out of proportion. I'm thinking a lot of it is probably people. I mean, I don't know, like so, like dress, I guess, like somewhat inappropriate, but it's like, for example, like there's like Caribbean parades and festivals and stuff like that. Speaking of Florida, where there's going to be people that are like very scantily dressed. You feel what I'm saying? Scantily clad. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, would I, in most cases, want my kid to see that? No, but maybe if it's somebody dressed as an eagle, you know what I mean, and or dressed like a butterfly, and maybe their ass cheeks are out a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I have less of an issue than that because I'm not even looking at that as a sexual thing. As much as the person's skin may be showing, but I'm not sexualizing that, and I'm hoping that's not being sexualized to my kid. So I think
Yeah,
there's a way
I
to
don't
go
Yeah.
about
know.
it.
I mean, there's certain stuff your kids you just can't. I mean, you just can't hide from them. They're gonna see certain things. I think when it's just, you have like you have like a religion. Somebody's always, a religious person always, talking to you about God. Let's say, for instance, and then you got that extreme cat. You know what I'm saying? That's just everything you do. He always mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Mentioning God, just going crazy about it. I think that's the
Yeah.
difference. You know,
Okay.
you got women or men or whatever going to be. It's going to be questionable. Like, God, why the heck you wear that? And then it's going to be like, good Lord, close your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I mean I do
Me,
feel
I think that's the difference.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
and and I get both your points. We guys both made valid points. I just think it's a very interesting conversation. I think, that has to be an open conversation had because it's like,
Yeah.
for instance, like you see Carnival, right? You're not gonna
Hmm.
see a bunch of young kids out at Carnival. It's just like you may see it in the islands, but it's
Yeah.
it's just because it's there, right? But you're not gonna see like parents necessarily promoting their kids partaking in the carnival activities. You feel me? Like I know
Mm.
when I was younger, and I was in the carnival parade, but there was a certain point that, you know what I'm saying, I went with my grandmother, me and my brother,
Well, here, hey, so
because
that's
it gets a
interesting.
little
The,
because when the sun
yeah.
goes down, the
Okay, so
carnival gets a little different.
it turns up. Well, so actually, so that's because I had this thought when we were talking about it initially. You just brought it up. Maybe like a possible solution, because I think there should be also be a place for, I guess, if people want to go a little bit more wild with the
This
parade. I
nigga,
guess there should
sorry
be
to
that.
cut you off, brother, but LeBron only dropped 26 points tonight. Fucking pussy.
But
Probably.
I think that I I think that that would be an interesting solution. Maybe there's an early day like gay pride parade, and that's something that's a little bit more, family friendly and all that. I mean, if you really want to promote it as like a healthy lifestyle and things like that, I think that is a really interesting option. And then later on in the day, have something that's more like adult focused. But I
Well,
agree
that's
with your
my
guys'
thing.
point.
I just think you
Yeah,
shouldn't have kids partaking in the pride parade that I saw in these pictures, because it's like, well, this is not like you trying to show young men
yeah,
how to just be, or young women how to be like proud and like be comfortable in their own skin and be proud of their own skin. Which you could
yeah,
say, oh, the drinking and the twerking and all that stuff is doing that, but like that doesn't help with the mental, aspect and the psychological aspect of that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Which is what the Pride Day should be all about.
Or or the perception from society, to be honest. If you're really trying to like make it something accepted by society, that's a little bit of a two-way street. I mean, that might be insensitive to say, I don't know, but yeah. So I mean, you want to make your culture to a certain extent palatable to the greater American body. So yeah, you guys can come and kind of meet in the middle. It's not like, hey, just accept us for the fucking leashes and the fucking gag balls in people's mouths or whatever the fuck. So I mean, I think there is something to be said there. But overall, I think it's a healthy thing that we have that, and I think that having kids involved with that isn't necessarily a bad thing. What I mostly feel is that parents should have the right, if that's the kind of household that you're raising, then I think that you should have the right to make that decision and say my kid's gonna be out and support gay pride because I feel strongly about it for this reason. Because I wouldn't want the vice versa, for it to be somebody to tell me how I was able to
Yeah, but
lead my
think
child.
about it. They have
Go ahead.
clubs and stuff 18 and up for a reason. They have,
Hey, my phone's
so
about to die, just so you guys know. So if I fade out, just so everybody know.
your phone, you can't go to nightclubs to 21, some
Put
of
on
them
a
8,
charger, brother.
for a reason.
I'm on
So
10% too. I was
regardless of what your parents say, so you know what I'm saying, if your parents are with you in Ybor City, now Ybor City, you can walk around, you know what I'm saying, but you can't get in one of the clubs. So even
Yeah.
if your parents with you, so I disagree with that notion, depending upon what people are wearing. You know what I'm saying? Going back to the same point.
Sure. Yeah. No, I mean,
God knows I want to get in some of them
I
clubs.
think we all don't disagree with each other. I think we might have a little bit of different views on certain things, but I think we all kind of on the same page where it comes to like, all right, listen, like we're not, there's certain things that like there's certain lines you don't cross, and I think it just goes across the board, with anybody, with anything, doesn't
yeah.
matter, gay, straight, you know, ugly, beautiful. Like there's just certain rules that should be in place just across the board. And like I think kids in general, man, like I don't know what it is nowadays. Like, and growing up, we didn't have to deal with this fuckery, but people just like to just try kids, man. Like nowadays, it's like they want to traffic kids. They want to sit there and groom kids for shit. It's like, bro, why can't kids just be left alone, man?
No,
It's
that's
like
fair.
we're at a point in
That's
time where
really
like,
all I'm saying.
it's a,
Leave
Yeah.
it alone, Paul.
They have
yeah.
a scary amount of direct access to our kids right now. That's the scary part, in my
Yeah,
opinion, and that's part of what's different
they're trying to
than
make it work, even with the trans buddy thing, to where they can come pick your child up. Ain't nothing you can do about it as a parent, and go have these procedures done. They can take them to doctor's
wow.
appointments. And in the video I put up earlier, they was the healthcare system. The people were talking, saying that's even just with basic top surgery. They said forget about bottom, but just top surgery. They're going to be able to have so much money, make so much money just on the follow ups. how many follow-ups they got to have. Not just think about the bottom surgery and stuff like that. I mean, they're trying to like really make money on this, but they're ruining people's lives.
And to add on that, I was listening to something a dude was saying. They haven't figured out the biology on that stuff yet. They haven't figured out they haven't figured out a true process on how to go about like making it work 100% in a sense without any complications. You know what I mean? Like, because right now, from what I hear, is there's always a lot of complications with transitioning, which is just like the COVID vaccine, right? They just kind of put out something early and prematurely before they truly understood the science. So I just think it's interesting because there's so many lawsuits right now. You know what I mean? There's so many doctors getting sued behind this situation.
But that's the part they want to ignore. That's the part they don't want you to see. That's the part they won't show you.
And it's because a lot of kids were, they transitioned and now they just,
They're hating themselves.
They're hating themselves, like, because they're in different kind of pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw one thing, I think you might have said this or sent this in the chat, but like to where like when men transition to girls, like they have to consistently stick like basically like a tampon in their makeshift, whatever, because it closed naturally like a wound. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, well, how does that make sense? Like, obviously, the science isn't right if you didn't get that situation to where it's a permanent thing.
Yeah.
That's not a permanent thing. That seems like it's a temporary situation. And if you don't do what you got to do, like, it could relapse in a sense. So it's just, and then you castrate yourself too. You can't reciprocate. You can't have more kids. I tried to use a big word, but you can't
go back.
Yeah, and you can't go back now. So here's an interesting point, and I thought it was interesting. They basically say, and this, I guess I didn't think about it like this, but it's pretty common sense, is like when gay people decide to transition, they basically sterilize themselves.
Yeah, yep.
Right? Either way it goes, male or female.
You know what I also wonder? Oh, well, I'm gonna go ahead, finish up.
So what I'm wondering is how do they look at that information and then kind of digest it, and what is their thought process behind that? Because it's like, okay, you literally sterilize yourself to where you can't have kids, and then it's already hard as a gay man or woman to have a child because you have to go through certain processes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just interesting to me when the dude brought that up, because I'm like, okay, that to me is a thought process I don't think a lot of people think about.
Well, I think about, like, do you get pleasure? Do they even get pleasure out of it? You know what I'm saying? Is there actual pleasure once you do that?
Right.
I mean, you have nerve endings and all that stuff that lead to certain locations for a reason. So I'm just like, I really wonder, and I'll be eager to ask one without, I don't know how to say this, but without going anal, with a guy that transitioned, would he have pleasure, or does he just sit there and just, and have no feelings, so to speak?
Well, I don't really care about what the pleasure situation is. Like I said, I mean, honestly,
I do. Not that I care, but I'm just like
transgender. But the thing is like, here's the problem that I have too. Is like, in my final stance on it, is like, you can do whatever you want, but you have to understand there's repercussions to what you do. And the thing is a child can't make certain decisions, man, and that's just the flat out facts of the situation. Like, just like with anything, you're not going to let a child figure out how to shoot their own gun on their own. You're not going to let a child go buy a cigarette, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to let a child go change his whole biological nature or her biological nature. To me, that's a little insane, man. Like, to me, that's a little far-fetched.
For the same reason you bring up the part about having children, it's the same reason I kind of bring up, are you having pleasure from doing from that change? Because as humans, that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? The pleasure part of it is part of it. Right. And if you don't have that anymore, what did you just do? Would they want to get a change? Would they want to change it back simply because of that? If they don't get any You know what I'm saying? Any
Yeah,
pleasure.
like yeah, if you can't really like enjoy sex, for instance, because that's a part of human nature. It's a part of
Yeah,
nature, and then in general, right? Every animal does it to reciprocate. So my thing is, you're right. If you take that away, is that a deal breaker for you? And the thing is, like like the thing is like some of this information you should know going into it, right?
correct. Yeah.
So it's like
Pretty
after the
much.
fact, how are you turning around and suing a doctor? How are you turning around and suing a psychologist who told you to go do this? You know what I'm
Because
saying?
they said that I seen a story on that, and the guy said, or girl, whoever it was, said that they should have treated me for mental illness. That's what they blamed it on. Instead of saying, yeah, go get this done, da 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 da, they should have treated them for mental illness. And you know, then whatever. But maybe they should treat them for mental illness first, and then see if they still want to do it 2 or 3 years later.
Well, it's just funny because a dude, Jordan Peterson, he was on the JPD podcast. They literally, his school, his college that he went to get his PhD and everything, they basically they revoked his degree and told him that
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I
he had to
heard
get
that.
training, right,
Yeah.
for saying things like you just said.
Yep.
But yet there's a person who went through the shit and is saying the same thing that the dude is saying without a PhD. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's like, is the dude really lying about that? No, he's not lying. He's saying, yeah, it's a mental illness in a sense. When a kid wants to do something that they don't understand, yeah, that could be a mental illness. And he was saying too, it's like there are certain criterias of kids, right? He was saying like, and he got into detail, but he was basically saying like there's certain stereotypes of kids that end up doing these transitions, and he's like, most of the time there's some type of underlying mental problem going on.
Yeah.
Not saying that they're crazy or schizophrenic, but there's some type of like depression or something there that is not being addressed that forces them to make a drastic decision. You know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah.
saying that for everybody.
I
Obviously,
will believe
everybody's
that.
not the same, but he's saying in most cases that you're seeing now, which you're having a lot of, like I said, you're having a lot of kids sue.
Yeah.
You're having a lot of families sue for like doctors for millions and millions of dollars saying emotional trauma and like you said, like the mental illness thing. It's like I don't understand how how you do that. And then another thing is too, I heard that there is parents basically that have kids that and they have transitioned. They kind of put it in their kid's ear in a sense to go ahead and do the same thing, like, or it's not like they're telling them, hey, you need to do this. They just keep asking and then putting it in their face. I'm like, hey, are you comfortable in your own skin, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
um,
just keep like antagonizing and making
just
it
keep
seem like they might not be normal, so to speak.
yeah, they might not be who they truly want to be,
Yeah.
sense, you know what I mean? And that's what he was saying. He said there's a lot of that going on too, and I'm like, damn. And of course, there's people that probably don't feel comfortable in their skin and want to make that transition for themselves,
Mhm.
which is great. Power to them. But like, you can't
I,
complain about
I would
having.
say I would put money that is more, dang it, more people who don't want it in the end of the day than people who actually want it. And I believe there's more people who say once they get it, they would say, "I wish I wouldn't have never got it." They still may be gay or whatever the case may be, but they wish they had never got it. I bet there would be more people to say that than the people who are happy that they actually got it done.
There's so much that goes into it. When you tell me that you have to do like follow-ups and all that stuff, man, I just think that's just that's next level. Like, that's
And you
constant
have even
treatment. That's
more follow.
constant hormones.
It's like the
Like,
girl today that I put in. I've been following her for a while. When her boob burst, she said she about to go down to a natural size now. I mean, them things was ridiculous. You gotta go back and see in the book. I mean, in the text message. But dude, they like they like literally this big. One of
ginormous.
them
Them
first.
things are like them things are huge, right?
Yeah,
Them
so,
things. All
I
right,
don't.
Gage. Well, I'm gonna have to jump out of here though. If you're
All
still
right,
on a
then.
little bit, I'll get back in here with you.
I'm about to jump off myself. Gonna hit this gym.
Hey, all right, let's get it.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Then politic, gates open. Appreciate you having me on, boss.
All right, yep. Yes, sir. That's what we do, man. Y'all come over here. Hey, anybody want to get on, man? Y'all let me know when y'all want to get on. But we're gonna play this this bonus. I'm gonna call this a bonus right here. We're gonna play this your boy Biden. I think I'm gonna open a channel called Go Politics. Gates Open Politics. Let's see what he gotta say. This is on my boy channel. Black conservative perspective. He do some good videos. I think this one is about how it's getting worse with the laptop and stuff like that. So we're gonna jump on this one here.
I am not concerned about any accusations that made against him. It's used to get to me. I think it's kind of foul play, but look, it is what it is. And he's a grown man. He is the smartest man I know. I mean, for the pure intellectual capacity.
Now, Miranda, we have some breaking news tonight. The Washington Post is reporting that Hunter Biden's lawyers sent a series of blistering letters Wednesday to state and federal prosecutors urging criminal investigations into those who accessed and disseminated his personal data. So I guess that means the guy who fixed the laptop. Why is he going after people who disseminated the laptop story if it was all Russian disinfo?
Yeah, well, that's the point. I mean, this is such an own goal. Basically, Hunter Biden, through his lawyers, has admitted that, yes, the laptop is his. It's not Russian disinformation, as those 51 dishonest intelligence officials told us. It's his laptop, which we've been telling people for more than 2 years.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hunter Biden is panicking, okay? He is melting down as the walls are closing in on him in regards to maybe, just maybe.
And man, y'all go follow Greg Foreman. I'm not gonna play this whole video, by the way. I just want y'all to see that part and just see how this thing's starting to break down. Black conservative perspective. Greg Foreman, dude, I've been following for about 2 years now, a year and however long it's been. But he do some pretty good videos. I don't always agree with him, but at the end of the day, he put together some pretty good videos. So y'all go follow him. Go check out the full video. Hunter Biden's lawyer put Fox News on notice, demands retraction and an apology or risk of defamation lawsuit. So y'all go check that out, man. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? We done over here. We're about to go and try to hit this gym tonight. You know what I'm saying? I went late last night. So that being said, y'all know how we drop this thing. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go over here. Boom, boom, bang.
Yo, Aiden, what was that project we was talking about a while back? And went like,
Oh, the piano joint?
yeah, that's the one.
Aiden, are you dreaming again?
I'm on my own again. Never thought that I could feel this low. I'm in that zone again. No text back and no one hits my phone.
Hey, got like 2 friends, wanna give back, but I don't got the 2 cents. Wanna feel love, and it seems kinda stupid. Send you my air, got me feel like I'm Cupid. Why do I do this? I know that it's useless. From now on, I'm gonna be ruthless. Don't call back or a new phone. Who this? All of my ego that just got boosted. In the storm all day, nothing to do, so I need to pray. 2020 guys, till Halloween was hazy. Just remember good time, sure it's kinda crazy. I just broke down on the phone when I'm thinking, hope I survived the waiting and feel this must be life. Now I gotta let it sink in. Wait just a minute, what am I even missing?
I'm on my own again. Never thought that I would feel this low. I'm in that zone again. No text back and nobody hits my phone.
Can I get to what's inside? My true feelings I will hide. Go along, enjoy the ride. I cannot see love is blind. Hey, but I want you to stay. And every single day I sit and I pray that I might see you when your mind might change. And anytime it isn't, I just fade away like
I'm tired of it, I don't wanna be here. And honestly, she made everything so clear. Keep it going, Julio, just keep it going. Blast the music, let them hear it. All that worry disappear. I'm on my own again. Never thought that I would feel this low. I'm in that zone again. No text back and nobody hits my phone. My heart's cold again. Never knew that we would be old friends. I'll never love again. my mind's running, it's time to make it.
Hey man, look, y'all go find that. Project Julio Phase 1. Go find that on Apple Music, Spotify, all streaming platforms. That's my son, first song. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go find that right there. And hey, y'all catch us back here. We probably back tomorrow. We trying to do this thing live all the time. Also, check me out. I'm the only one going live in the gym, not the bathroom. Man, I messed that up. I'm going live from the gym at least once a week. So y'all come over there and join your boy. And with that being said, yeesh, we out. No, we out. Hold on. Bang, bang, boogie. Yeah.